Hi, this is Paul from finishYourSong.com, and what I want to have a look at in this video is the importance of keeping track of your hard disk usage when you're recording. As I've indicated on the blog, I'm in the middle of recording an album myself, and this is one of the songs. It's actually the opening track on the album, and I've got to the stage where I'm recording the guitars. Now, as you can see, there's rather a large number of guitars. I haven't finished recording yet, haven't done the guitar solo that goes towards the end of the song, but I've got most of the rhythm and the lead part guitars already done. You can see the list down the side. These were actually all recorded with my Variacs, so I don't actually possess all of those different guitars. I have one guitar that mimics them all. And why there's a mono and a stereo version of each one is something I'll come on to in a future video. But I'm a bit pernickety when it comes to the parts. I don't like to start editing parts after I've recorded them. I like to make sure that my attack is clean and precise, and I'm super critical of my own recording. When you're recording at home on your own, you have to be everything. You have to be performer, producer, songwriter, engineer, and the rest of the band. In a recording studio, you have the situation where the rest of the band or the producer would say after a take, "That really wasn't good enough, could you do it again?" So when you're doing it yourself, you have to be that critical, and I am. I'm very definitely critical of my own performance. The problem with doing this with hard disk recording is if you have several takes, you suddenly start filling up the hard disk. Now what I'm going to do is show you the audio file for this song as it stands. There you have, there's some 320 items relating to this particular song, including 51 takes at a guitar solo that I'm still not happy with. So what happens is that you start to fill up your hard drive. Now what I'm going to do is, if we just click on the audio here and look at the properties, you'll see that so far I've managed to record 930 megabytes worth of guitar parts. You multiply that by 10 songs, and that's only the guitar parts, and you begin to see that you can seriously start to consume space on your hard drive. Apart from the fact that it starts to fill your hard drive up and you start to run out of space, there's also the problem that the more you have these files on your hard drive, the more your disk controller is going to have to shuttle back and forth to try and read them off the hard drive, reduces loading times, and it can have an effect on playback. So what you want to try and do is to keep your disk as free of these files as possible. But obviously you only want to delete the takes that you've got rid of, not the takes that you actually want to use in the song. If we go back into Cubase, if we look in Media and we open the pool window for Cubase, you'll see that it says there is audio, there is also trash. When you record in Cubase and you hit the delete key to get rid of a take you don't want, it doesn't delete it off the hard drive, it simply moves it from your audio file into your trash file. So all the Firebird arpeggios that I didn't use ended up in the trash. That's consuming a lot of hard disk space that I really don't want to be consuming with files that I'm never going to use. So now I'm confident that the takes I've got are the takes I want. I can go into Media, and here we have empty trash. Now it will give me a warning. Indeed, continuing will erase files. But I'm going to erase the files. Now just to remind you, before we do, that the audio is 930 megabytes. Go back in and erase. That was quick. We now go back in here, look at our audio, and we'll see that that 930 megabytes has been reduced to 343 meg of actual files that we want. So The important thing to think about here is that at the end of every recording session, if you're satisfied that what you've got is what you need and that you are not going to be erasing anything that you might want to keep, empty your trash. It's good housekeeping. I hope that helps, and until next time, you take care of yourselves.